Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Dead Rabbit. Today we're going to make a little tutorial for you guys. I realized that over the years nobody has made a tutorial for how to make your own vinyl crackle. And yes, there is a storm raging outside and the power has surged 3 times already. The second time, it didn't surge completely, and I thought I was going to be in the green, and then it surged again. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I have figured out my own technique of how to create... Well then, so that's how you feel. How to create my own vinyl crackle for a few years now. I'd want to say 5-6 years maybe. It was just like an idea that I had that worked, and then I continually refined it. So I'm going to show you how that works. At bare minimum, you are going to need full spectrum white noise that is stereo. I do not mean 2 mono signals being routed to the left and the right. I mean one signal that is true stereo. You will need a parametric EQ. You can use a filter that has the ability of using a bandpass on it and have different tightnesses of the filter. I just prefer to use a parametric EQ because I can visually see what's being represented in my ears. And then the other thing that you're going to need is a wave shaper. The wave shaper that I'm going to use by default is unipolar. I'm used to unipolar, so do with that what you will. So without further ado, let's get a note laid out here, and I'm going to turn down the volume a bit. Throw that on there. We're going to replace this with 3SOSC and switch it to noise. There we go. Oh, the volume came back up. Okay. So we got this guy. We're going to throw him on a channel rack. Now, first up, got our parametric EQ. Like I said, you're going to want a bandpass, and you're going to want it to be tight. In Fruity EQ2, I just do the steep 8 order. The thing about this technique is you are trying to pinpoint a specific area to accentuate only specific signals. So you don't want this bandpass to be high on the spectrum, and you don't want it to be low on the spectrum, because low on the spectrum won't yield enough clicks and cracks, whereas up high, it will be too much. So you're going to want to be somewhere in the middle. I'd say anywhere between like 300 and... I don't know, maybe 1800 hertz would be good enough, but let's start with something in there. You can adjust your Q value. The tighter that is, the more infrequent the crackles will be. The wider it is, the more frequent, because you are literally adding or removing parts of the signal and sending that through. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to leave everything in their normal values. And then we're going to add our Fruity Wave Shaper. Now, as I said, this comes standard in unipolar mode. You can switch it to bipolar, but I don't really know the difference. Well, I know the difference. I keep saying that. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, you're gonna want your unipolar wave shaper to look like this. I guess it would look like that if it was bipolar. So there you go. But what that does, and you can see this little white line right here, that shows us where the signal is starting to come through. So we're gonna nudge this. Actually, we'll leave that there. And we'll have this open next to it so we can watch it. Now, if we bump this up in frequency, you can see that line moving. Oh, the other reason why. Yeah, see. So the tighter your cue, the less frequent, but you can hear how there's like bits coming from all over the place, right? Like it's not just in the center, it's not just left and right, it's kind of all over the place, right? The wider, the more aggressive, right? So let's do something like, I want it a little bit crisper. That's the other thing. Moving it up higher or lower will give you different tones to the crackles. So like having it clear down here, a lot deeper, darker, right? You have it up top, really high pitched and bad. Something around here should be fine. Moving this closer will yield more. Having it further away will yield less. So you have complete control. That's part of the reason why I love this so much. And then, yeah, let's go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some more layers to this. So if I bump this on 3 and I bump this on 4, let's do 3 real quick. This is the nice thing, is you can have just a ton of different layers. Let's do the wave shaper. Yeah, adding another point will make it more aggressive. Maybe something like that. I want this one to be a little less frequent, but more intense. So like, as you can hear. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to route these all into the same bus channel, basically. So now let's do number 4. This one I want to be more frequent, but maybe something like that. Wave shaper. Maybe more frequent and higher pitched. So now all together. See how believable that is? Like, that is so good. And then maybe another EQ. Maybe just a tad bit of compression. Maybe some distortion. Man, that's really adding a lot. And we don't want too much reverb. But yeah. So that's basically it for the technique. So, I was going to do a little joke. You guys all know the Spider-Man 3 scene with Tobey Maguire dancing like an absolute buffoon. And then I realized that without doing any edits, it fit the song that I made perfectly. I added a little bit of an effect to try and get away from copyright claim, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, enjoy this little blurb, I guess. I think that is all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this one. I sure did. I will see you in the next one. Peace!